Can you believe it? After years of drama, heartbreak, and non-stop reality TV chaos, Janelle Brown has done the unthinkable, and it's sending shockwaves through the Sister Wives fan community. For years, Janelle Brown's tumultuous life has played out on reality television, from learning to share a husband with 3 other women when she married Kody Brown, to the heartbreak of watching relationships strain and fray under the scrutiny of the public eye. Now, however, it seems she has completely rewritten the rules of the game. Rumors have surfaced that Janelle has a new man, and not just a casual relationship. According to sources close to the family, he went so far as to purchase her a house, providing her with a sense of stability and security she hasn't enjoyed in years. News that has reached the fanbase has hit them like a bolt of lightning. Social media blew up in a mix of shock, excitement, and curiosity. The fans flooded Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter as they shared memes, speculations, and theories of what this bold move might actually mean for Janelle and the Brown family as a whole. Some fans celebrated her independence, while others worried how this just might escalate tensions with her ex-husband, Kody Brown. But of course, let's take a step back. Why is this revelation so shocking? Kody's relationship with Janelle has been complicated, at best, for many years. Far too many viewers have watched firsthand as Kody became controlling and dramatic, often making headlines for conflicts that were bigger than life. Meanwhile, Janelle, reserved and quiet compared to some of her sisters, often found herself torn between family politics and public scrutiny. To see her receiving such a grand gesture now, a house from a new partner, is pretty unexpected and thrilling for fans who have long rooted for her happiness. The house, insiders say, is not just a symbolic gift, but a fresh start. After years of navigating co-parenting, family dynamics, and media attention, Janelle seems to be stepping into a chapter of her life that she controls completely. Though details about the property remain sparse, sources indicate it's beautiful, spacious, private, and comfortable, a sharp contrast to the very public, often chaotic life she'd led, being married to Kody. Of course, with such a headline-grabbing move, speculation has been rampant. Many fans are asking the obvious questions of who exactly this new man is, how they met, and what this says about the already complicated relationships in the Brown family. Some theories suggest that he is a successful businessman, someone who understands the pressures Janelle has faced and wants to give her some stability. Others simply speculate that he is a private individual, careful not to be dragged into the intense spotlight of reality TV fame. While some onlookers are invested in the house itself, others are more interested in the timing of this development. Is this a message to Kody? Is Janelle finally declaring her independence in the most public way possible? Notably, quick-minded fans point out that this may very well be her way of saying she's done with being held back by the past, ready to take on happiness in her own right. Reactions online have been intense and extreme. On one side, some followers are congratulating her for such a move as fans comment, "She deserves all the happiness in this world," and, finally, "Janelle is living her best life." These fans see the house not just as material given, but a symbol of freedom, a tangible representation of Janelle reclaiming her life. Other fans are worried about what this means for the rest of the Brown family. Questions plague the internet. Will Kody accept this? How will Janelle's sisters react? And more importantly, how will the children adjust to these new family dynamics? The drama is already so thick it can be cut with a knife. And some fans are predicting this plot development might mean some of the most dramatic Sister Wives episodes ever. Adding fuel to the fire is the fact that Kody Brown reportedly reacted strongly to the news. While we'll delve further into the explosive details in our next session, it's crucial to establish just how much this bombshell news has really changed the family dynamic. Kody has a history of reacting to seismic shifts in ways that headline news cannot turn a blind eye to. And this situation is no exception. The stakes are high. A house, a new relationship, and years of unresolved tension collide in a scenario that's perfect for dramatic TV, but even more gripping in real life. For Janelle, this is a moment of rebirth. It isn't just about a new house or new relationship. It's about control, independence, and finally choosing herself after years of compromise and scrutiny. Fans who have followed her story are cheering what they see as a triumph of personal life. Here's a woman who faced complicated relationships, family politics, and the ceaseless pressure of public life. And she is coming out the back end stronger, more confident, and undeniably empowered. It's also worth noting the cultural context here. Sister Wives has always been something more than a reality show. It's a window into a polygamous family, a controversial lifestyle, and the very human emotions that go with it. Janelle's move is not only a personal statement, but one that parallels with anyone who has struggled to assert independence out of a challenging environment. Now, her story serves as a catalyst for conversations about autonomy, self-worth, and the courage it takes to step into a new chapter after heartbreak. The story, each day, run by run, does not stop amidst the buzzing social media. New speculation, new memes, and new conversations among fans. Everyone wants to know, how did Janelle manage to find such happiness? What will Kody do next? And perhaps most importantly, how will this affect the relationships within the Brown family going forward? In simple terms, this jaw-dropping reveal is way more than just a headline. It's the tale of change, empowerment, and a bold new beginning. Fans are glued to their screens, waiting for the next update, and it feels electric. The life of Janelle Brown has been changing before our very eyes, and one thing is for sure. This is no mere update, but a major turn in the Sister Wives world. Buckle up, folks, because the drama is about to go full throttle. If a report is to be believed, Kody Brown went haywire as news of Janelle Brown's new house went viral, and fans have labeled his reaction explosive, intense, and borderline shocking. From his strict adherence to family agreements and his controlling tendencies over his wives' lives, Kody Brown has always been at the center of controversy. But nothing in this show's history compares to him finding out what Janelle has recently done. Reports indicate the news of her new home and her relationship with a mysterious man didn't just upset him. It brought forth a full-blown storm of anger and legal threats. Insiders close to Kody describe his immediate reaction as one that was full of shock, denial, and outrage. Can you imagine anything worse than being told your ex-wife, who for years has been a challenging co-parent and constant source of disagreement in your life, is not only moving on, but doing so in a very public display of independence? No wonder the internet has been abuzz with speculation. Social media platforms are full of comments such as, "Kody really needs to chill," and "Can he not just let her live her life?" But according to sources that know him well, Kody's reaction is squarely on brand with his past behavior. He does not back away when his authority or interests are threatened. Attorneys and other insiders believe Kody's threats may involve financial or property claims. While still somewhat vague, some speculate he might pursue a court case against the house purchase, alleging it violates some kind of family agreement or other contractual agreement related to their former marriage. At this point, many fans don't think such a lawsuit would ever fly in court, but the threat itself adds another dramatic layer to what was already an explosive situation. It is, all over again, a reminder of just how personal, public, and high-stakes life can get for those in the Brown family. Of course, the intensity of Kody's reaction has left fans divided. You have, on one side, the viewers who are outraged by the controlling behavior. Comments like, "Let her live, Kody. She deserves happiness," dominate social media feeds. Many can't help but feel it's a classic case of a man having difficulty with his former spouse being happy without him. On the other hand, some fans are more understanding of Kody's point of view. They note that the Brown family lives under unique dynamics, whereby agreements, responsibilities, and property considerations could be complex. From this perspective, it is suggested that Kody's reaction, as dramatic as it was, may have been sincerely due to concerns about family matters or even some possible legal ramifications. Even the more sympathetic fans will admit that the timing and strength of his reaction make the situation almost film-like, tailor-made for the headlines of reality TV shows. But that's not all. The story of Kody's explosive response reportedly further extended well beyond verbal threats. Sources close to the family say he has been in constant contact with legal advisors, weighing every angle. The goal? To find out if there's any way to challenge Janelle's new home or her financial arrangements with her boyfriend. Whether this is a strategic move or an emotional reaction, fueled by jealousy and frustration, it has left fans on edge, eagerly watching every update. Meanwhile, social media went into paroxysms of arguments and prophesying. Be it Reddit threads, YouTube comments, or Twitter feeds, extreme speculations leaped forward. Will Kody actually sue? Will this be another litigation battle to add to the long list in the Brown family saga? Or is it just a bluff meant to intimidate? The tension can practically be felt, and the waiting game has turned this into one of the most discussed moments in recent Sister Wives history. But adding an extra layer of drama to the situation is the difference in how Kody has reacted versus how Janelle seems so calm. Friends and sources close to them describe Janelle as elated, empowered, and ready for her new life, where Kody rages about news he learns. It seems she is embracing her independence and the security her new house gives her. The contrast has simply sent the public's fascination into overdrive. People love a good David and Goliath story, and in this case, it's pretty obvious who the underdog is and who seems to be losing control. Curiously, this same drama has reignited debate over Kody's relationships with his other wives. According to sources, there are some current spouses who are unsettled by the increasingly heated situation. While they might not exactly be taking Janelle's side, there is growing concern that Kody's intense attention toward her will disrupt family harmony. That is real tension, and the fans have speculated over its repercussions throughout the family. How people interact with and align with each other, and even how the storylines will go in the future. But what really makes this situation so captivating is just how public and emotional it has become. In today's social media age, fans don't just consume news, they participate in it. Tweets, posts, and videos analyzing Kody's reaction have gone viral, with debates about control, fairness, and personal freedom. Many viewers argue that Kody's threats reflect an outdated mindset, one that struggles to accept the fact that life moves on after divorce. Others defend him, claiming that navigating post-divorce relationships within a polygamous family is far from simple. Meanwhile, a mystery surrounding who this new man is has only heightened the speculation. Is Kody's reaction really about jealousy rather than a legal standing? Fans believe this purchase of the house is a symbolic gesture, a way for Janelle to show she has finally taken back her power and autonomy. If that is indeed the case, then that makes Kody's threats to be all the more dramatic, like something out of a real-life soap opera. Adding to the drama, according to insiders, Kody has been seen having conversations regarding this issue with close friends and loyalists. It is not clear for what reason. Perhaps to see reactions or strategize further actions. Every word, gesture, and post on social media is being picked up by fans who are trying to predict the next development in this real-life series. It's a reminder that when it comes to sister wives, personal matters are rarely private, and every action has the potential to become headline news. Yet, amidst all the chaos, one thing is crystal clear. The stakes are very high. Kody's threats could translate into legal battles, public confrontations, and further media attention. To fans, it's a riveting storyline, one that merges real-life tension with the theatrics of reality television. It's a story about power, control, autonomy, and the continuing quest for personal happiness played on a public stage. In the end, Session 2 sets up the ultimate confrontation. Or will this too be another phase in the constant drama of the Brown family? Will Janelle's new chapter remain untouched, or could this possibly lead to new complications in the form of some kind of litigation? The fans sit on the edge of their seats, waiting for the next update, and the anticipation is electrifying. The reaction of Kody Brown is explosive, but not about a house. He's fighting about control, ego, and the fear of losing his influence on someone who finally has her freedom. As the story unfolds, viewers from around the world are bearing witness to a real-life drama more riveting than fiction. Every tweet, every rumor, every report by an insider keeps the audience engaged, in suspense, as to what goes down next in the Brown family saga. One thing is for sure, the Sister Wives universe will never be the same. Kody's explosive reaction has thrown the family dynamics into chaos, and Janelle's new life is already making headlines across social media. It's a story of power, independence, and the age-old struggle between letting go and holding on. And the next chapters promise to be even more gripping. After years of living in the shadow of family drama and public scrutiny, it's time for Janelle Brown to finally step into a life she controls. And it's a life full of freedom, love, and new beginnings. Sister Wives fans, understand Janelle's life has not been a smooth sail. First, it involved the complexity of a polygamous marriage to Kody Brown, in addition to the drama involving co-parenting and the judgment of the public eye. Emotions, challenges, and heartbreaks have probably been part of her life since. However, it would appear that this may be a turning point for Janelle, one in which she can focus on her happiness, independence, and a fresh start with her mysterious new partner. The centerpiece of this new chapter is the house that her boyfriend reportedly purchased for her. Sources close to the family describe the home not just as a lavish property, but also as one of stability and security, things Janelle hasn't always had in her adult life. This house keeps her away from people, gives her comfort, and is a place where she may create her own rules, free from interference, judgments, or public drama. For Janelle, this move isn't about material comfort. It's about reclaiming her identity. Friends close to her describe her as thriving in this new chapter, smiling more, laughing more freely, and embracing life in ways fans haven't seen in years. She's reportedly excited about decorating her new home, personalizing it, and turning it into a sanctuary that reflects her personality and values. But this is not just a transformation of looks, it is an empowerment one. After having compromised on so many things and struggling with her marriage for all these years, she now makes her own choices. This is a woman claiming her independence, showing the world she doesn't need to live under the control of anyone else to be happy. On many levels, her story resonates with viewers who have experienced similar struggles. Those who understand the importance of taking control of one's life after living through a difficult time. Social media has been abuzz with fans celebrating Janelle's new freedom, from cozy moments in her new home to candid smiles and growing evidence of a thriving relationship. From speculation about who her new man is, what his intentions could be, and what the future holds for them in TikTok videos to Twitter threads, there's no holding back. Some fans are going so far as to create celebratory fan art of this fresh chapter, one that demonstrates the resilience and transformation of Janelle. While the identity of the new partner is mostly kept private, sources close to her describe him as successful, supportive, and caring, with a strong desire to see the best for Janelle. He is said to understand all that she has been through and is committed to providing stability and respect, which she deserves. In many ways, this relationship seems to contrast sharply with her past experiences, offering a vision of partnership built on trust, mutual respect, and shared goals. Of course, not everyone is pleased. The melodrama of Kody's reaction, the publicity, and inevitable comparisons with her former marriage continue to keep fans hooked on the developing saga. But Janelle appears unfazed by all the drama. Friends describe her as focused, confident, and determined to live her life without being dragged into old patterns of conflict or negativity. The interesting thing about this phase of her life is how it reflects personal growth. Janelle has always been one of those quiet, more reserved Brown wives, usually in the background whenever Kody or another family member might have dominated headlines. Now, however, she is coming into her own as an empowered force, having learned that happiness does not come from others' validation or control. Her story is a reminder that even in complicated family situations, it's possible to carve out a life that's fully your own. Then there is the emotional element of Janelle's story. Many refer to her as a woman who has faced adversity with dignity, silently fighting her way through a tangled web of family dynamics while not losing her identity. The new life, replete with supportive partner and beautiful home, seems the reward for years of hanging on in there. And therein lies the reason that this particular fairy tale works, because it's universal. Everyone loves to see good things happen to someone who has been through a lot without losing her dignity. Another interesting touch is how Janelle handles her public life. Whereas some celebrities promote every little detail about their private life, she seems to be doing so little by little, intentions and carefulness, which she offers peaks of joy without inviting intrusion. It makes her story feel much more natural, proving fans it's possible to celebrate milestones without putting on a three-ring circus. The house itself has become symbolic for the fans: freedom, security, and a new beginning. Some have speculated it may well be a place she can host family gatherings, bond with her children, and build new memories not tainted by past tensions. For viewers, the house isn't just a property, but a visual representation of Janelle stepping into a life she deserves. Perhaps the most inspiring part of Janelle's new life is how it resists the narrative of control and limitation. For years, Kody Brown has been positioned as that figure who dictates family dynamics. But now, through the choices of Janelle, a glaring stipulation comes forth that personal empowerment cannot be hindered by any person. Her independence is evident in every decision she makes, from choosing her partner to accepting a home that symbolizes a new chapter. This transformation has been received with glee by the fan base. The online forums talk of messages of encouragement, support, and admiration for Janelle's act of bravery. Some fans even go as far as to share their own stories of empowerment and independence inspired by her example. In this way, her journey extends beyond reality television. It is fast growing into an inspiration for many people at different junctures of personal challenges. And yet, the story is far from over. Even as Janelle takes her new life, literally, the ghost of Kody's explosive reaction looms large. Viewers are shown the tension between her independence and his attempts to intervene. Will the drama escalate, or will Janelle continue to thrive despite that? It is suspense that keeps viewers wanting more, eager to see how this chapter unfolds. But Janelle's tale touches base with the humanity and complexity of human relationships as well. It is not just about loving or giving gifts in material ways. It is mostly about finding a balance, claiming your autonomy back, and building a life that identifies with your values. Her journey, in that sense, is universal to anyone who has sought freedom and happiness after a tough period. Ultimately, Janelle Brown's new life is all about hope, empowerment, and resilience. She is coming out of the shadows of some really terrible drama. She is embracing a supportive relationship and building a home that reflects her personality, priorities, and aspirations. In the end, this is a very inspiring chapter in the lives of Sister Wives fans, and the drama is just the beginning of what may well be even more interesting times ahead. As the story unfolds, what is clear is that Janelle's transformation is neither temporary nor superficial. Rather, it is one that could very well reshape her entire future. Fans are not only wanting to see her succeed, but they are emotionally invested in her doing well, surpassing her challenges, and feeling all of the happiness life has in store for her. Ever dramatic, the Brown family saga took a whole new turn with the latest developments surrounding Janelle Brown's new life. And let us tell you, things are about to get messy, emotional, and full-on explosive. While Janelle relishes this new chapter, complete with a supportive partner in a beautiful house, the remainder of the Brown family reportedly feels the shockwaves from this bold move. If the headlines are any indication, Kody Brown certainly has had an explosive reaction. But sources say even his other wives are beginning to feel uneasy about how the drama might ripple through the family. Complicated dynamics are on full display in the household, already rife with years of polygamy and co-parenting, and teeter precariously on the edge of chaos. Sources close to the family indicate that Kody's behavior has created tension among his other wives. Some reportedly sympathize with Janelle, quietly agreeing she deserves happiness after years of complicated relationships. Others feel caught in the middle, unsure how to handle Kody's explosive anger while maintaining loyalty to the family structure. This precarious situation has left fans speculating. Could this conflict give way to further divisions within the family? Or is it simply another chapter in the ongoing saga of the Browns? From pleading for Kody to let Christine live her life and not having done anything wrong, to couching the situation in perspective by citing that family dynamics in a polygamous household are never simple, and property and relationship disputes will always arise. Social media platforms have flooded with reactions and debates. The entire conversation online has become as intense as the situation itself, keeping the audience glued. Meanwhile, this isn't just tension between Janelle and Kody. It's about how the entire Brown family navigates change. Some insiders say even the children are feeling the friction. Adjusting to a new household, a new partner, and the possibility of public disputes is not easy. And it should remind us once again that family drama in reality television has real-life consequences. Viewers care about how these changes can affect the younger family members, adding another layer to this story emotionally. The biggest draw to this heightening drama, however, lies in the dichotomy between the independence now being taken up by Janelle and the need for Kody to reinstate control over her. This dynamic is creating a narrative that is equal parts filled with tension and emotionally compelling. Viewers are into the story not only for the superficial drama, but for deeper concepts of power, freedom, and personal boundaries. Adding to the intrigue, there is word that some of Kody's other wives might be offering Janelle quiet support behind the scenes. While few public statements are available, insiders indicate a silent acknowledgement by some family members that it is indeed time for Janelle to be happy and to have some stability. Behind-the-scenes support like this has sent the fans into overdrive. Are alliances shifting within the family? Is this private sympathy ever going to go public? The suspense keeps the audience glued to every new update. This drama is public, which is what makes it so heated. Instead of an internal family conflict, this is very public, and every post, statement, or rumor related to it is under scrutiny by fans. Every detail of Kody's reaction and Janelle's response is put under a magnifying glass, setting the tone in which family matters are turned into headline stories. For the viewers, this mix of personal conflict and public spectacle simply makes the narrative irresistible. But the drama isn't limited to interpersonal conflicts. Legal concerns are also coming into play. Kody's threats of possible lawsuits regarding Janelle's new house and her financial arrangements with her boyfriend have added another layer of tension. While uncertain, the very threat of litigation has raised emotions to the point where every move is watched, analyzed, and debated. This brew of personal, legal, and familial drama now comes with a story that is as suspenseful as it is unpredictable. And fans have wasted no time pointing out the irony. While Janelle is off living her best life, Kody's attempts to intercede prove he can't accept her autonomy. It's this contrast that's inspired an endless sea of memes, lengthy online debates, and arguments. To some viewers, Janelle's calm and calculated demeanor means she barely seems to break a sweat in all the drama, while Kody's rage and legal threats lead the headlines. It's a real-life drama that feels almost too intense to believe. But that's exactly why audiences are hooked. The stakes are huge because this drama has broader implications for the Brown family. If Kody follows through on legal threats, it may set off a chain reaction impacting relationships, property, and even the family's public image. Even if no lawsuit occurs, the tension is sufficient to strain alliances, create conflicts, and keep fans invested in the unfolding story. Every post, interview, and social media reaction becomes part of a greater narrative that continues to evolve with each passing day. Still, amidst all this chaos, Janelle is a central figure of empowerment. Friends describe her as independent-minded, focusing on her personal happiness and creating a life that reflects her values. This contrast between her serenity and Kody's frustration amplifies the tension to give fans a story full of drama and emotional depth. Janelle's journey is now as much about personal growth as it is about family conflict. Thus, it is relatable and an inspiration for viewers who have faced their own struggles. Another factor that keeps the story exciting is constant guessing regarding what could be Kody's next steps. That means continual dissecting by fans of what he has to say publicly, through social media and in interviews, as speculation builds over whether he might ratchet up the controversy or back off. Such suspense makes viewers feel like they are observing some unfolding reality drama, unpredictable at every turn and utterly fascinating. The deeper the family drama gets, the more it exposes larger themes of autonomy and control. Janelle's actions challenge traditional dynamics within the Brown family, showing that personal happiness and independence can't be dictated by past relationships. This arc in the narrative really speaks to viewers everywhere, because it really does depict a universal struggle, the one between family loyalty and personal freedom. Janelle's journey reminds viewers that sometimes the things which require one to stand up for themselves do so out of necessity and as a source of change. As the storyline keeps evolving, the audience is left guessing. Next, is Kody going to take it to the next level? Or is he finally going to accept Janelle's independence? How will the other wives fit into and navigate their roles in this elevated tension? Most importantly, how will Janelle keep blooming in this storm of drama surrounding her? These questions keep the audience glued and anxious for the next chapter in this gripping saga. In the end, Session 4 makes it very clear that the Brown family drama is far from over. The combination of personal conflict, legal threats, and shifting family alliances has created a narrative that is intense, emotional, and highly engaging. Fans are not just watching, they're invested in every twist, turn, and revelation. Janelle's new life is full of promise and apparently much happiness. But the increasing family drama is a testament to the fact that freedom often carries the weight of challenges. When one combines the explosive reaction from Kody, reactions from other family members, and the scrutiny coming from the public into a story rich in tension, emotion, and suspense, it becomes something with which more and more people want to engage and preferably witness every development in the ever-evolving world of the Browns. Session 4 lays the groundwork for the next chapter in this saga, where personal empowerment, family conflicts, and public attention come together in a dramatic and captivating way. To audiences, it's an emotional roller coaster. They see the emotional struggles of relationships, the challenges of independence, and the ongoing appeal of reality television drama. The drama, chaos, and surprises are all leading up to this moment. Janelle Brown's new life, Kody's explosive reactions, and the intensifying family drama now beg the single burning question: what's next for the Browns, and what does this mean in the future for Janelle? After months of speculation, headlines, and social media frenzy, the story has reached a pivotal point. Janelle Brown is no longer just a reality TV star. She is a symbol of personal empowerment, resilience, and the quest for happiness after years of challenging relationships. But with Kody threatening lawsuits and family tensions simmering, her path forward is anything but uncomplicated. According to experts and insiders, while the headlines may be grabbed by Kody's legal threats, the likelihood of a successful lawsuit is less than reality would support. Property gifts between ex-spouses, especially in cases given freely by a new partner, are usually considered untouchable under the law. Legal analysts show that Kody's threat can be more about control and ego rather than a realistic expectation to win a case. Nevertheless, fans have been captured by the drama of it all, keeping everyone on the edge of their seats. This is the moment of transformation for Janelle. Friends and insiders describe her as confident, independent, and determined to embrace life on her own terms. The house she was given isn't just a gift, but a foundation for a new beginning, where she can have memories, raise her children with stability, and live without fear of undue interference. This chapter represents years of resilience, showing fans that personal happiness is worth fighting for, even in the midst of public scrutiny and family drama. Social media continues to play a huge role in shaping the narrative. Fans have been quick to rally behind Janelle, flooding platforms with messages of support. Popular hashtags celebrating her independence, courage, and new relationship, have trended, demonstrating just how invested the public is in her story. Online communities dissect everything, from new decor in her house to subtle hints regarding her relationship, further fueling excitement and curiosity regarding her future. Kody, conversely, is on thin ice. The public's sympathy for Janelle means that the more aggressive he gets, the more he will face a fan and media backlash. While some supporters still defend his point of view, arguing that such family dynamics are intricate, the larger narrative seems to frame Kody as the bad guy in the Janelle empowerment tale. The tension involved here is just about the cinematic storyline of real-life consequences and audience investment that rivals most scripted dramas. Another layer is how all this may affect the extended Brown family. Relationships between Kody and the other wives have always been complex, but these new pressures are pushing relationships to new levels. Insiders describe how some family members feel for Janelle, while others feel conflicted by their loyalties versus their own beliefs. The eventual outcome may shift alliances, create new conflict, and even alter how the family presents itself in public and in private. For viewers, this ambiguity is a goldmine. It gives each development a number of depths and expectations. The story also poses broader questions about autonomy, personal boundaries, and the pursuit of happiness within complex family situations. Janelle's path to independence and toward a supportive relationship dares to challenge traditional expectations of loyalty and control within polygamous families. Her story is capturing the attention of audiences everywhere because it represents the universal struggle: how to balance personal fulfillment with family obligations, public perception, and past relationships. What really makes this narrative even more intriguing is the suspense that is ongoing. Will Kody take the situation to the next level? Or will he finally learn to live with Janelle's decisions? Could there be other family members interceding, either publicly or behind closed doors, to try to iron out tensions? And how will the children adapt to the ever-changing landscape, torn by parental conflicts and the thrill of new family dynamics? These are the questions that keep viewers coming back for every update in the real-life drama. Janelle's new life also serves as an inspiration in many ways because it upholds the slogan of self-care and personal empowerment. She may have sacrificed her happiness in the name of keeping harmony in the family, but now she is choosing her path based on her desires and values. Viewers tune in for more than the drama. This plotline resonates with the message that yes, it is possible to step into your own power, reclaim your life, and pursue joy while challenges may still be coming from your past. The house she got is more than just a symbol of comfort. It is a sign of freedom, safety, and peace of mind, and a new beginning. To the children, it offers stability away from constant tension within the family. For her new relationship, it brings a foundation of trust and support. And for Janelle herself, it's a boundary, a line between chaos in the past and the possibility of a bright, independent future. This story, in many ways, is a story about resilience against adversity. Janelle has seen heartbreaks, public scrutiny, and complicated family affairs. Yet, the strength, courage, and determination she has shown in her way up have continued to make her thrive towards betterment. Her fans have reacted with equal vigor. Myriad messages shout out to her for her bravery, celebrate her successes, and all of that more. A real victory story, blended with drama, emotion, and inspiration. Few reality TV moments have ever pulled off. Looking ahead, the potential for new drama remains high, but so does the promise of personal fulfillment. Janelle's story now weaves a tapestry of love, independence, and empowerment. that is as easily related to as it is aspirational. For the fans of Sister Wives, it's one such case that reminds them that reality television isn't all about entertainment. Rather, it's about watching real people navigate life, make gutsy choices, and find joy against the odds. Furthermore, Janelle's story has obliged the public to give their opinions regarding boundaries, respect, and personal growth over the internet. Many in the audience reflect on their own lives, impressed by her guts to be happy against all odds. In this regard, her story is above reality TV because it teaches about self-respect, strong, determined will, and keeping good company around you. As Kody's threats will, no doubt, continue to headline the tabloids for quite some time, the emotional narrative momentum is with Janelle. Her newfound independence, bolstered by a supportive new partner and the seeming stability of her home, cements her as a figure of empowerment. And viewers tune in, curious to see how it all plays out, the next step of her journey in this drama-filled situation without losing her joy and autonomy. Ultimately, Session 5 shows that at the end of it all, the future is full of possibilities for Janelle Brown. She's taken what could have been such a chaotic situation and turned it into a story of strength and triumph. The Browns will also continue to disagree and experience difficulties at times in the public eye. But Janelle's story shows it is possible to live above the conflicts, take control of your independence, and build a life full of love, stability, and happiness. This conclusion provides resolution and suspense for viewers. While the story of family drama, legal threats, and public scrutiny would continue, Janelle's personal empowerment cuts through as a beacon of hope. It is one of those stories that strikes deep, reminding one that happiness and independence, no matter the obstacles, should be pursued. As this saga continues to play out, one thing's for sure. Janelle Brown has taken back her story, and it's setting the stage for a whole lot more drama, excitement, and inspiration. Her journey from chaos to empowerment is one that will be remembered, celebrated, and analyzed for years to end. The future is unsure, but Janelle's bravery and resilience mean whatever happens next, she'll face it on her own terms, and fans will be watching every minute.